Joburg Council will today hold a special sitting to elect a new speaker. This follows the ousting of Vasco da Gama in a no-confidence vote earlier this month. Now, that motion was settled with 136 votes in favour and 132 against it. At the same time, a motion will be tabled against COPE's Chair of Chairs, Colleen Makhubele, for voting against da Gama. Let's get more from our reporter Mbali Thethani, who is watching the space there. Mbali, good morning to you. This is one story that you have not let out of your site. So give us the names of the possible contenders for the position of Speaker, and what should we make of the Chair of Chairs, Colleen Makhubele, receiving at least some support from the ANC's corner?
Well, that's certainly right, Chloe. Of course, we are here in the city of Johannesburg, and of course, the council is expected to have that extraordinary sitting. And of course, there is only one item on the agenda, and that's according to the mayor spokesperson, Mbali, who is going to be in conversation with us just in a short while. And you would know that when it comes to a speaker being voted, it is all about the numbers, and you'd know that there is no party that has a majority. And also what threw a spanner in the works, Chloe, you'd remember the last time, the likes of Colleen Makhubele, who is part of that multi-party coalition with the DA, did indeed assist members of the opposition to vote out Speaker Vasco da Gama. I'm going to bring in now Mabine Siabe. He is indeed the spokesperson for the mayor. Mabine, how confident are you that this time things will sway in your favour?
Well, the multi-party government of the city of Johannesburg has regrouped, and we've dealt with coalition partners who allegedly accepted bribes. SAPs are dealing with that matter. Equally, we've dealt with councillors who undermined the coalition agreement. But as we stand here today, the multi-party government within the city council has 138 seats out of 270. So we're confident that our nominee for speaker will go through and will then preside over a programming committee that will decide on the agenda and date for an ordinary sitting of council.
Another issue here is indeed the issue around Colleen Makhubele. Just yesterday, we saw members of the ANC saying that they're throwing their support behind Colleen Makhubele. We also know that Action SA, who's also part of the coalition partners, said that they will be bringing a motion of no confidence against the Chair of Chairs. You know, where are we now in terms of the motion? Is this motion still going to be brought forward? Because according to your media advisory, you are saying that you're only going to be dealing with the voting of the Speaker.
This is an extraordinary sitting of council, and you've stated the only agenda item is that to elect a speaker. Following the election of a speaker, a programming committee will be convened, and it is there that various motions, as well as the agenda and date of the sitting of council, will be decided. So various motions of no confidence, as well as other business of council, the business of the residents of Johannesburg, will take place at the next sitting of council.
When it comes to Vasco da Gama being booted out as speaker the last time, opposition, or rather members of your coalition, had spoken about how they were also very uncomfortable with letting the speaker be from the DA firstly, and at the same time being Vasco da Gama. Were you able to listen to your partners this time around, saying that when you bring this nomination from your speaker, it is indeed somebody that they all agree on?
The multi-party coalition has robust conversations a lot of the time around the leadership of the city, around the leadership of the coalition itself. So this is not an abnormal thing. As a multi-party coalition, we have to listen to all views, and all views have been taken on, and we'll go into this sitting strong and united behind a single nominee.
Will the nomination come from the DA?
The nomination will come from the coalition government.
And lastly, the issue around Colleen Makhubele once more. The last time Action SA saying that they will be bringing this motion. What will happen if she does indeed become voted as the Speaker of this council? What will then take place in terms of that motion?
We're confident that Colleen Makhubele won't be elected as Speaker today. The Speaker will come from the multi-party coalition.
All right. right, thank you very much. That is Mbali Siabe. He does speak for the city of Johannesburg, the mayor as well, Mpho Phalatse, saying that as the multi-party coalition led by the DA, they are quite confident in terms of the nomination that they will be bringing here. I must say that most of them are remaining quite mum in terms of the names that will be making their way into this council, especially because it sounds as if it will definitely, some saying that it will be coming from the DA, but that's something that a number of those in the coalition cited as quite problematic, that the DA cannot have the position of mayor and at the same time also then be in the position and have the position of speaker in council. So if it comes from other parties in the coalition, that will be quite interesting to see.
Watching that space for us, Mbali Thethani, thank you very much. We're going to be getting a constant update from her throughout the morning.